Good evening. I'm Jim Lara of the PBS NewsHour, and I welcome you to the first presidential debate. Welcome to you both. Let's start the economy, segment one, and let's begin with jobs.
Over the last 30 months, we've seen 5 million jobs in the private sector created. The auto industry has come roaring back, and housing has begun to rise.
The economic recovery package that I've outlined to you over the past few weeks is, I deeply believe, the only answer that we have left.
Government has the capacity, the federal government has the capacity to help open up opportunity and create ladders of opportunity and to create frameworks where the American people can succeed.
That he seeks the solution to anything as another opportunity for a federal government program.
Let's declare that in the wealthiest nation on earth, no one who works full-time should have to live in poverty, and raise the federal minimum wage to $9 an hour.
I wish he could have been with me when I sat with a group of teenagers who were black and who were telling me about their unemployment problems, and that it was the minimum wage that had done away with the jobs that they once could get. And indeed, every time it has increased, you will find that there is an increase in minority unemployment.
Oil and natural gas production are higher than they've been in years. But I also believe that we've got to look at the energy sources of the future, like wind and solar and biofuels, and make those investments.
There you go again. With our modern technology, yes, we can burn our coal within the limits of the Clean Air Act.
Do you see a major difference between the two of you on Social Security?
I suspect that on Social Security, we've got a somewhat similar position. Social Security is structurally sound. It's going to have to be tweaked the way it was by Ronald Reagan. But the basic structure is sound. My approach is to say, how do we strengthen the system over the long term? And in Medicare, what we did was we said, we are going to have to bring down the costs if we're going to deal with our long-term deficits.
Social Security has nothing to do with the deficit.
I make no apologies for pursuing peace.
Meeting this mission, this responsibility for preserving the peace, which I believe is a responsibility peculiar to our country, that we cannot shirk our responsibility as the leader of the free world, because we're the only one that can do it. And therefore the burden of maintaining the peace falls on us. And to maintain that peace requires strength.
My faith and confidence in the American future is undiminished. And the reason is because of its people.
I would like to have a crusade today, and I would like to lead that crusade with your help. And it would be one to take government off the backs of the great people of this country and turn you loose again to do those things that I know you can do so well, because you did them and made this country great.
I'm Jim Lara. Thank you and good night.